Lockdown is a curse to some and a blessing to many. Hello everyone, my name is Neha Bhatia and a very warm welcome to each one of you at my channel. A very warm welcome to all the new subscribers, and if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please do so that you can get the regular updates. Well, this lockdown, I have been bombarded with questions. One of the very important questions that is coming from many people and different kinds of people is that how to deal with the criticism that the family member gives you, and especially in this lockdown wherein we can't go out and avoid them. Because earlier we could avoid them by going out, meeting our friends, but now we are in the same house. So basically the house is locked, maybe the room is also locked, but the mind is not locked. People are throwing criticism and we are just absorbing them, isn't it? So I'll tell you the steps how you can deal with this criticism, and it will be a step-by-step method, okay? So the first step is to protect the energy, meaning, like I said, that your house is locked, your room is locked, but your energy is not locked. We have always been advised or suggested to buy medical insurance, to buy life insurance, but what we have not been suggested is to have the energy insurance, so that when somebody says something bad to us or criticizes us, we should be able to protect ourselves. Now, how would you do that? How would you do that? So, how you can protect yourself, that's the first step, okay? And it goes step by step. Like I said, you can apply just one step for a few days, or you can go step by step, meaning the first step on the first day, second step on the second day. So this one step is very important here, okay? I'll give you an example. If ever you throw a stone on the glass, usually it will break, right? But if you throw a stone on a glass building, it will not break. It will have a crack, but it will not break. You know why? Not because it is a building, but because it has a good quality glass. So meaning that our energy and we ourselves should be good quality, yani ki our emotions should be of good quality. There are two kinds of people. One, they will just block them. They'll be like, we don't want to deal with these people, and start to develop a hatred towards them, right? And there'll be no learning from that particular situation, right? Or they will continue to get frustrated and get trapped in their energy and feel miserable. And in both the situations, you're absolutely emotionally imbalanced. So in this situation, when you follow the first step, you protect yourself. How you would do that? Just with one affirmation. If you've been doing affirmations regularly, and our body understands, okay? So when you get up in the morning, all you have to do is practice it for 7 days and see what it feels. In the morning, just take your hands and make a circle around your body, and just affirm one thing: I am protected, I am guided by my higher forces. Or you can also say that I am guided by my higher self, or maybe if you have a guru, anybody, right? Somebody who is very wiser and special to you in your life, so that you're guided by that person when you come into such kind of a situation, right? And with the body, when you just make a circle around yourself, you actually give an indication to the body and to the mind that whenever certain situation happen, I am always protected, right? So usually we give this particular technique in our workshop, which is an intense technique, but I'm just telling you a glimpse of it if you want to try it at home by yourself. Or you can join our 21-day workshop, and we do teach a very important and a special technique to not get affected by what people say, right? That's the first step you'll be following. Second step, which is very, 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 very important, whenever people are affected by people's criticism or their judgment or their opinions, they themselves start to feel very low in their worth, very low in their own selves, right? So you need to do something in this lockdown, sitting at home, that you start to expand your self-worth, expand your own self. Usually when people are saying something bad to you, what is happening is their words are running in your mind, their picture is running in your mind, meaning that you have lost your own self-image, you have lost your own identity, right? And that's where you're not able to feel that strength. So see, there are many things that you can do at home. One of them, of course, you can do exercise, and do it under a trainer's guidance if you have ever practiced. But the best way is to just practice maybe a plank you can do, right? And when you do a plank is usually for our core area, right? This core. So they say in gym also, right? Strengthen your core, strengthen your core. So core is mostly for the confidence, okay? So you don't have to necessarily do a plank, but do something at home that makes you feel really, expanded in your own self. This is just one thing that I can suggest you, doing a plank or some exercises which actually affects your core. It really helps you expand your confidence and your self-worth. But something that you can do, maybe you can do something creative and something that you can do to appreciate your own self. You can write a nice song, you can do something creative, you can think of your good times, of your past good times, and start to feel nicer about yourself. That is the second step that you will do to handle this criticism, right? The third thing, very, very important, is that whenever there is this criticism coming to us, either at home or wherever, but because we are in the lockdown right now, so this is happening in the house, right? So one of the very important things that you will be understanding here is that whenever somebody criticizes you, is it a constructive criticism or is it a destructive criticism? Is somebody trying to make you feel more demotivated, or is he or she is trying to make you be more uplifted? You need to understand that, right? Now you may say, no, they demotivated me. Maybe the language is that, but maybe they don't want that. They want to actually help you out. They don't know the right way to help you out. And you have given them this chance every time, so that you are always feeling demotivated. Now, how you will understand if it is a constructive or a destructive criticism? How? By understanding the fourth step. What is the trigger? Is it any time that this person is just saying bad things to you, or is it at specific timings, specific situations that you are being criticized? And if it is at a specific timing or a situation, which means you need to correct yourself. If it is just any time, so which means that person needs to correct. Now, how that person will correct? Can you correct them? If you try to correct them, you will not be able to, especially in such a situation. In that time, you just need to again and again just protect yourself. That's it. So that you don't get affected. Because being in lockdown especially, we can get really, really massively affected by what people are saying, because we don't have any other choice apart from watching Netflix or maybe doing some other work. We cannot really go out of the house. We have to see this person again and again, right? So this is the fourth thing. And the fifth step that you need to follow is very important. Whatever they are saying to you, if they are saying you're good for nothing, or you can't just do this small little task, you can in the morning, along with this affirmation that I just taught you, I am protected and guided by my higher forces, you can just say the other affirmation as well, the opposite affirmation of the person that he's giving to you, right? Of the for example, if this person is saying that you're good for nothing, so maybe you can give an affirmation to yourself, I am worthy enough, right? Any statement that the other person is saying to you again and again, if it's a common statement, just reverse it, just change it, opposite of it, and start to repeat it every single day in the morning, and you'll start to find a massive difference. There is a client who is already in the workshop, and she was in the third or the fourth day of the workshop, and right now we are doing the work from home. She doesn't have any savings. She cannot even change the job because of the situation. She said, my boss is really she's not behaving that well with me. She's criticizing me all the time. I just made her do this first step for one day, especially following the right process in the workshop. She experienced a massive change, and now she's trying to feel all of a sudden very nice about herself. So I will just tell you one thing as a closing: feelings are not facts. Feelings are not facts. So don't start to believe if somebody's saying bad to you. It's not reality. It's in your mind how many times it is running. That becomes a reality, right? So it's this that needs to change. It's a state of mind that needs to change at the very beginning, and then eventually you start to work on the other areas, right? So the first step is to protect yourself. The second step is to expand your self-worth. The third step is to identify, is it a constructive or destructive criticism? Fourth step is to find the trigger, and the fifth step is to change the statement that is coming to you. All right, so if you practice that, and if you think that you are being bombarded by the criticism, or you are being criticized a lot during this time, please write to me. I would like to make more videos and more specific questions I would like to answer. You can always write to me at info@nlpwithneha.com, and if you would like to join our workshop, which is the 21-day NLP workshop, please join that. And at this time, that's the most important that is required. You know, Bhagavad Gita was written during Mahabharata, right? I hope you know about that. So this is the time to actually work on yourself, and I would like to invite you on this journey, or you can just begin your own self journey. Just make sure that you do not stop. Keep evolving, keep progressing.